We are at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. We check in with her now.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame, this is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to pass again. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Tells to run, wants to pass. Under pressure, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Second and long here. Straight ahead, it's Blaylock. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
The Sooners line up to punt it away. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. handoff from Alton. Can't get him to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the foot.
There he goes. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. This is a designed run. Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Sooner offense returns to the field, finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Jordan. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock. There he goes. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Going to throw it deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down to the air. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown Sooners. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution, running and throwing the football? Wow.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They were all over it.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Sends it back in motion. Follows his blocks. It's Russell. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win
Fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Right side, it's Williams. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wants to go up top on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. He'll run it. He's past the sticks. Breaks into the open. Past the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
The defense just got out-muscled at the point of attack there. And the back showed good vision, made a cut into the hole, first down.
The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to Malton. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Here comes the heat.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game. But they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Grab behind the line. It's Moulton. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Hits the hole. It's Russell. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. On third down, here's Malton. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. These two-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And here's the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Snap wants to throw to start this drive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll need a bunch on second down. He'll set up to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Bought a little time, lets him go. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Fresh set of downs going up top. He wants to go deep. Upstairs, he's got it. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And now that completely changes the thought process for this offense. Like, you're thinking, don't make a bad play, don't turn it over, understand I might have to punt the football. Now you flip the field position immediately, looking to be aggressive to get some points before the half.
Drops back on first down. Look out! Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Iowa spends his second time out here. They'll still have run in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Punt is in the air. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Motion from the back. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back.
Right. So it's on. Here we go. Ready. Ready, 34.
Trying to get the corner. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he added the extra point. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And he takes this from inside the 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh center downs going to the air. Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
If I'm the offensive coordinator right here, man, I'm trying to find some easy gimmies. I'm trying to find a way to make this offense easier right now because everything seems hard. Like last week too, man, just completion percentage is not great. This offense is just not moving like it should, and they got to find some ways to make this thing easier.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at the Rice Owls taking on the number 25 team, the Temple Owls. And it's Rice in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team Well, the breakout offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt.
The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Second down, gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. Turning it on. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
The give. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Kamari again. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Leaves it with the back. Swarmed under. 5-yard loss on the play.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Kennick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. Moving the pocket, it's Bentley. Gonna take a shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Phillips. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. In motion, try to clear the picture. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. In the backfield, he'll lose 3 on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. The quick game. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Here we go, ready. 180, 180, ready, go.
On the ground, it's Russell. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up. Who makes the winning plays to take home that W? So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Running inside, it's Moulton. Got 7 yards on the play, it's 3rd and 3.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Rides the option, he keeps it.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
And the Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go, ready? Go.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Bring him down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Making the adjustment. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Unloads it left. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Sells to fake. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Takes it the other way. Touchdown Sooners. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So this defense has to protect the lead, but they can also end the deal by putting the quarterback down. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls it. Leaves it in his belly. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. Churns into the pile. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Down of possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Xavier again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Iowa spends his second time out here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. From the gun, it's Blaylock. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need one first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up one or two. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.